With this, my You Fresh party is guaranteed.
Can I get porky?
Can I get good taste?
Can I get triangle?
Yes, it's all sorted. Mom.
Makes your kids smarter.
Wow, party assured.
Yes, it's party time.
One drinks that taste so good, that's refreshing. Makes your kids smarter, make them feel energized. I've got the drinks for you, we made them just for you. Hey,
You Fresh comes in different flavors and shapes.
You Fresh, want my eye fresh.
Issues that really confront the country is really brought to the bear for individuals out there to see the reasons why, as a country, we need to have a congenial atmosphere for effective communication in all forms of our endeavor. Today, we have one of Ghana's finest in terms of the movie industry. She starred in a couple of movies in the country, and she's really awesome. For me, I normally refer to her as a stunning queen in terms of her beauty. We have her here, basically in the sense that we would like her to tell us a couple of things about herself, her project, and the need for us to ensure that the creative art industry, specifically the movie, we use it as a bridge in order that every individual out there will have its benefits for the greater good of the country. Without much ado, I'll just get closer to my guest. She's by name Bray. I call her Bray. Bray, welcome to Ahomka TV.
Thank you very much, Stephen. My name is Rabby Bray, actually. Okay.
Viewers would like to find out a couple of things from you. They watch your videos, they watch your movies and all of that. When we say Bray, who is Bray in the first place?
Okay, Rabby Bray is a very passionate actress. I'm actually a sales consultant. I'm a consultant for real estate, and I act because I've got a passion for it. So yes, I'm a corporate lady and an actress at the same time.
Now to my first question. As one of those believes that we could actually use acting to promote the country in terms of we having to generate the revenue and all of that. In your point of view, what do you make of this and your admonition in this regard?
Thank you very much for that question, Stephen. I actually think I know acting as a medium of educating people. And once you have education, you can achieve everything in terms of getting your money well, in terms of building your country, building your nation. Without education, people will just suffer, because if you know you're not supposed to letter somewhere, you would only get to know this through education. So acting would help the country develop because it educates everybody, right from a child to an old lady.
Again, there are many parents out there who wouldn't want their girl child specifically to venture into acting specifically because they think they portray new activities and all of that. In your point of view, what do you think is this notion and your advice in this regard as well?
So acting is just a talent, and once any parent decides that my child or what shouldn't act, the person is hiding the gifts God gave to this individual. I don't think any parent out there has the right to stop his or her girl child from acting. We have a lot of brilliant actresses. We've got actresses who are lawyers, doctors. Like me, I'm a consultant and I'm an actress. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change me from being a responsible woman. It doesn't change me from being anything else that I am right now just because I'm an actress. So if you are going to put anyone in a bracket because she's an actress, then I think you really need some education, and watching movies would help. Yeah.
Some viewers have already seen a couple of your movies out there. For the benefit of that, let's mention a couple of them for them to get to understand at least we are with Bray.
All right, so I starred in Flash Fever in 2010, which won the special effects movie of that year. I starred in Just the Last Fan with the likes of John DeMello, Rosalind Geza, Dennis McLean, Kamasa Kwame. I starred in College Girls with Martha Nkuma, Krista Blake. The list goes on. It just goes on. And there's a new movie coming out called Omogana. Please watch out for it. It's lovely. It's a Nigerian-Ghanaian collaboration.
That's awesome. Again, let's delve here. I believe you have a couple of philanthropic things you normally do out there. Recently, you reached out to the Wejele Preserum. What would you say to individuals who normally want to probably help the needy, but due to a couple of issues they don't intend to? What will be your form of message to them in order that they will have a change of mind to help out in that regard as well?
Well, I'm a Christian, so I'll talk in terms of Christianity. Any Christian out there should understand that our own Bible says the needy would never be rich in our society. And then there's more blessings, in giving than receiving. So as a Christian or as a human being, if you see that, and when we talk about the needy, it doesn't have to be someone on the streets. Once anyone is less privileged than you are, I might have 10 Ghana cedis, but someone is richer than me because the person has 20 Ghana cedis. In that sense, I am needy to that person. So once you have anything, even if you've got just 1 Ghana cedi and someone else is not having food to eat, I think you should just try and help that person. You don't need to be the richest person on earth in order to help any other person. We really need to help each other. That is the only way our country is going to get better. So my advice to everyone out there is, no matter what you've got, no matter how rich or poor you think you are, there's someone who is worse or better than you are. So you need to help everybody in society. And I mean the needy. You need to help everybody in the society because it's a good cause. Again, I would like to ask this. More often than not, we get to hear of the fact that there are a couple of things going on in the movie industry, issues of charms and all of that. In your perspective, have you in any way encountered any of these? I serve a living God, and I would never encounter it. I stand firmly here and say it. I would never encounter any charm from anywhere because I believe that whatever is in me is greater than whatever anyone possesses. So where I have gotten to, my level, is exactly where God wants me to be. When I need to go higher or lower, it will be just determined by God. And no charm, nobody's charm can either lift me or take me down. So no, I've not encountered it and I won't. Last time we spoke, you made mention of a couple of projects out there you would like to do 2017 and beyond. Viewers would like to know some of them, probably so they could support in that regard. Okay, so for the year 2017, I'm coming up with 3 projects. We are going to do a cleanup exercise. We are going to do donations to the women prisons, and we are going back to the leprosarium. I have a passion for lepers, and people do not understand it. I am coming to whole leprosarium this time around. The reason why I love lepers is because everybody stigmatizes them, and people don't want to get close to them because they feel like they're going to get infected. See, when we talk about leprosy, let me bring it down locally. The person you should be scared of is the person sitting right by you because you don't know if the person has the virus or not. So I have a passion for leprosariums and I am going back this year. So please join me if you can. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so thanked. And as I rightly indicated earlier on, we're really speaking with Bray. She happens to be a renowned actress. In terms of her movie, it stands out there. And basically, we would like to find out a couple of things, basically in the sense that she's done a lot in terms of benevolence and all of that. She touches the lives of the leprous people, the lives of the orphans and all of that. We would like to also know from you, aside from acting, as you already indicated, we have a couple of programs you do. There was this viewer out there who want to find out from you that, one, do you think multiple streams of income is something we should all embrace? Yes, I believe so. If you have the strength, in fact, there's a proverb that says, make hay whilst the sun shines. So if you are in your youth now and you have the strength, the talent, and the ability to make extra income, I advise you, please go ahead and grab your money because time and tide waits for no man. Don't wait till you're an old man or an old lady before you start begging for money. Make your money now. That's great. Now, let's look at this. We understand you're currently engaged in one of, let's put it this way, you are engaged to one of Ghana's finest celebrity. Is it true? Stephen, where did you get this question from? I was actually investigating and I got wind of it, basically, because my crew
myself, we intend to ensure that whatever is hidden, we will ensure that it's actually brought to the public domain. So, is it true or otherwise?
Stephen, I am married. I am happily married. I'm not engaged. I'm married. Did I answer your question?
Not really.
I'm married to a very fine gentleman.
Is he a celeb?
It depends on what you term as a celebrity, because my husband is a celebrity in his line of business. I don't want to delve into it, but I'm married to a fine gentleman. Thank you.
Everyone was still pushing me to ask this. Do you mind mentioning his name to us?
He's Mr. Rabby Bray.
Wow, that sounds like a lady's name.
Yeah, because I'm Rabby Bray, so my husband is the Mr., so it's fine.
Okay, but I also come back to that question though. Many of our young ladies who are in secondary school specifically, because of love of money, laptop and all of that, they will engage in premarital sex in the sense that they intend to get all these things. Because in their point of view, getting such an item takes you to the next level. What will be your message to them? Because you've actually gone through that level and you are now a renowned actress in the country. What will be your message to them?
So what I always tell young ladies is this. In fact, I had a program a couple of years ago called Miss Abstinence International. I'm bringing it back. So what I'm saying here is, if I sit here and I repeat myself 1,001 times, telling everybody, don't go out there and have sex, don't go out there and have sex, I'll be talking in vain. However, my education to every young lady out there is, before you enter into anything, understand what it is. So if you know you're going to have sex, you need to understand what sex is and why you are going into it in the first place. If it makes sense to go into it at that point in time, well, who am I to judge? But the truth is, if you are going to have sex because you want 1,000 CDs, or you want a laptop, or you want a phone, master, madam, you are fooling yourself. What is 1,000 CDs in a year from now? If you just take your time, learn hard, finish school, get a good job like I do, that money would mean nothing to you, and you wouldn't be forced to have sex with men just because of material things. Find your feet, and the men will keep rolling.
Find your feet, and the men will keep rolling. This will be my last question to you. There is this girl watching currently. She's dumbfounded, and she needs a couple of encouragement in order that she will actually find her feet again. Normally, we get to hear of issues of assaults on ladies and all of that, and most of them are being suppressed. They're not able to actually voice. What will be your message to them as we bring this conversation to an end?
So my advice to every young lady out there is, you are beautiful, you are precious, you are talented. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody take you for granted. If anyone is assaulting you, whether it is your father, it can be your brother, it can even be a fellow woman, voice it out. People are ready to listen to you, and people are ready to support you. You are special. And life is too short to suffer. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
This brings us to the end of today's edition of Ahomka TV broadcast. We'll actually look forward to meeting you again next time as we delve into other areas. Thanks so much for watching.